Grand Rising. I often get asked, what is shadow work and how do you do it? Hi, I am Rainy and I just completed my bachelor's in psychology. This is the fifth graduation, fourth degree. And I just want to really talk about the transformative power of shadow work through firsthand experience and through studying and observation. Shadow work is deeply therapeutic and it's something only you can do for yourself. It helps you catapult into your journey. May you call it a spiritual journey, a life journey, however you want to categorize whatever you're going through. It's all the same. Just whatever words you want to use that makes you feel comfortable. Shadow work is going back in any moment, but particularly negative moments, moments of trauma, grief, anything. So, say you grew up in a house full of narcissistic energy and it's very neglectful, not a lot of food, and you're constantly getting berated and beaten. You go back into that moment because for some reason, this whole situation of trauma has you feeling like you're the problem, you're not good enough. All your decisions are wrong, and any step that you make is wrong. And it all oftentimes makes you feel like you deserve that horrible life. When you go back into shadow working this moment, you can realize that the adults of the situation were emotionally unintelligent and they did not have great emotional regulation, great communication skills, and even more, they don't have accountability. Therefore, you were the punching bag for their emotions, for their discomfort, for whatever. You got the brunt of that. Oftentimes, as children, we are told that we are meant to be seen and not heard. And if you're from my generation, the millennial generation, or before, you were probably told that you were born to be a slave in maybe a joking way, but actions speak louder than words. So while the jokes and the kikis were going on, you were cleaning the house, the entire house, probably by yourself. You were taking care of your family's children. You were taking care of other things. You were doing way more than what a child's supposed to do, which is go to school and learn, do extracurricular activities, and play with their friends and fuck around and find out, basically. In shadow work, you learn that parents aren't supposed to do every single thing for you, that they're supposed to lead you to the water by guiding you and teaching you, but you're supposed to drink the water. Sometimes you have a parent that can overcompensate way too much and do all the drinking of the water for you. And in shadow work, you realize, well, whose life was I actually living? If you're a parent, you'll be realizing that you never got to live your life. You're too busy living a life for your child or your spouse or your mother, you know? So, shadow work allows you to go into many different situations to see how you could be the problem and how not you could be the problem. You should also, when you're shadow working, also think about your mannerisms, how you're speaking, how your tone is coming across. Are you conveying and articulating your thoughts correctly and compassionately? Are you receiving those things? Sometimes we get a lot of great gems, but they're hidden by a nasty tone of voice and nasty body language. So you go back and you shadow work into situations where maybe you didn't hear everything. Shadow working offers you a chance to release, let go, and grow. It frees yourself from what you're carrying from other people's burdens, living through other people's opinions, thoughts, and ideals. It allows you to see where you drop the ball on yourself. It allows you also to see where you're toxic, where you need growth, where you need to learn and change. It allows you to see what mannerisms and behaviors from other people that you've taken on as your own. Shadow work is a way to parent yourself. It's the only way to achieve true ascension in whatever path that you are choosing for yourself. Shadow work is full accountability. A lot of people are not ever going to attempt shadow work because it requires you to be fully accountable, fully authentic, and it requires you to move. Once you just begin the shadow work process, you cannot stay stagnant where you peaked at. You cannot stay in your trauma. You cannot stay in your depression. You cannot stay in your wickedness. Shadow working is how you slay the chakras. It's how you align yourself. Once you start shadow working, you will no longer accept what you accepted before. You will no longer accept the people you accepted before. Vibrations change, and you can feel the vibrations change. And you can slowly feel yourself backing away from things and people. Now, people will tell you that they backed away from you. Let them say it. Whatever, let it be. You know the truth. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. Go forward in it. Shadow working is also very scary to a lot of people because it's a lonely road at most times. Because not a lot of people are truly where you are at, particularly. So there's some times that you're going to be stuck up waiting for people to catch up. And sometimes people don't catch up. So you have to go find other people that are more than or higher than you are. So you have to leave your comfort of people, your comfort of things to find something new, to test you, to grow you. Understand when you're shadow working that your mistakes were necessary for that moment of growth and learning. Because if you never made a mistake, you will never learn. So it's necessary. When you're shadow working, you have to offer yourself grace and forgiveness because there was a moment in time when you didn't know. So now you're offering yourself that knowledge. The best thing in shadow work is not to try to repeat. You will slip. You will regress. Don't be mad at yourself. Take it for what it is. But don't stay in your regression. Get back up. It may take up to a few years, but don't lose sight of that path. The regression is that door. You come to that door, you want to go through that door, you don't know how to go through that door, you slip back into what you're used to. That door is discomfort. It is that life that you're asking for, it's that peace that you're asking for, it's that happiness that you're asking for. Going through that door is proving that all that work that you're doing in shadow work is not in vain. So understand it's going to get harder when you're trying to cross that threshold. People are going to come at you, situations are going to come at you. It's going to force you to choose to go in the path that you were in or to keep going through that threshold. Do not go back to what's comfortable just because you know that person, that thing, that situation, and you had or have love for that person, thing, or situation. Let it go. Attachments are what's holding you back. Not every attachment is a good attachment. Shadow working is a way for you to audit your life and the people in it. It is not a bad thing to separate. The person that speaks the loudest at the separation is the one that really, really isn't shadow working. It's okay. It's okay to change. That is what you were supposed to be doing. It's okay to evolve. You are going to change. It's like the people around you change or don't change. You are supposed to change. It's okay to accept that and let go of what you knew, to accept of what you could know and who you could be. Shadow working is very much essential.